Namia is stuck between her family and her boyfriend, Joshua. It all started when someone in her family accused Joshua of molesting their child. Oh. He denies this allegation, but Namia needs to know for sure if Joshua is a molester before she gives birth to their second child. Take a look.
Joshua is being accused of molesting my relative's child, and because of that, we're getting accusations that he may be also touching our child. I cannot believe that he would do something like this. Josh is a caring person. He is very friendly and he's always trying to help, whether a kid, elderly, and I've known him for many years and I just can't believe something like this. My first reaction, I was very angry with him and I tried to attack him and I almost got arrested. But then, stories got switched up, names got tossed around, and it made me feel as though maybe he didn't do it. I feel like I'm in the middle because I love my family and I also love Josh. My family hates me because I want to believe that he wouldn't do such a thing. My gut is telling me he didn't do it, but I can't stay with a child molester. And if the test comes out that he has done something like this to my relative's child, I will no longer be with him and my daughter will not be allowed around him. I will feel disgusted and hurt. My family has bashed me, called me a child molester, said that I let someone do this to my relative's child. It makes me feel hurt because we grew up so close, and for them to think that I would allow something like this, it breaks my heart. I do believe him, but there has been cases where a person can swear up and down they didn't do something and then come to find out they have. So we have children together and I want to make sure they are safe around him. It's ripping our family apart and ruining lives.
How did this all start?
Well, this all started, we were staying at one of her family members' house because we was going through a little rough time. And basically, we would babysit her relatives' kids while they was out doing whatever they did. So we would have the kids for at least 2-3 days at a time, stuff like that. So from there, we had moved to another relative's house. And all I know is that one of her family members came over there and was like, he was touching my son.
And the police cleared you?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're in this predicament where Namia's family is saying, hey, this dude's a molester. Yeah. You have a child together already, right?
Yes.
A daughter?
Yes.
And then you have a child on the way. She's pregnant, right?
Yes.
And now, not only were the family is saying that you touched this other child, that you may be molesting your own child.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
And Namia, who, doesn't want to believe it, but she's saying, hey, if you fail this test, you're done.
Yep.
Faced a pretty big moment in your life.
But that's why I wanted to come here, to actually prove everybody wrong. Because basically Namia, she loves me, and that's why I know she's stuck by my side, and is here with me right now. And it was more to it. It was supposed to be more people, but I'm the only one that came here. So. And
you're here to clear your name. Did you ever touch any child?
No.
Okay. How has this affected the relationship between you and Namia?
It affected us because even certain times where we get into an argument and stuff like that, she'll try to throw that out there, that's why you're being accused of molesting. And I'm like, we was just cool a little while ago, so why are you saying this now that we arguing? So, so it's kind of flip-floppy too.
Does she trust you around your daughter?
Yes.
Tell me about being a dad.
I actually love being a father because I didn't grow up with a father. So I make sure my kids are fine. I work, come home, and once I come home from work, I'm there with my kids.
Any chance you're going to fail this lie detector test?
No, not at all.
Because she's saying on the tape, if you fail, you're out and you're not going to have any relationship with your daughter, with this child that's on the way.
And that's exactly how she should feel.
You're saying that's be the correct way if you fail?
Yeah.
Well, let's meet her. Here's Namia.
telling the truth.
I am telling the truth, and that's what we're here for. Like, you know that I love you, and that's why I'm here to prove to you that I didn't do this.
Did you, when you were watching your family members' children, did you ever see them acting in a way where it gave you concern?
Never. They actually loved him. They ran to him. They always knew that when he was around, like, he cooked for them, everything.
And you have a daughter. And how old is she?
She's 2.
She's 2. And she's verbal, right?
Very verbal.
So if something bad was happening, do you think your daughter would tell mom that something was happening to her?
She would. She uses words, not so much big sentences. She's a very intelligent baby, but I don't know if she could come out and say that someone did something.
Is doing something inappropriate to her. Any signs at all? How is he as a father to your daughter?
He's a good father to my daughter. She loves him. He's good with her. She actually, that's her best friend.
Yeah, that's my booty.
Best friend.
When this family member, how invested are they into this idea that he did this to their child?
They went to the point where they were making threats. Not only him, they called me a child molester and said that I allowed this and I stayed with someone who's a child molester.
If he does fail this,
that's it.
It's over. Would you allow him to have a relationship with your children?
No, I can't do that.
So Joshua came here and took a lie detector test. And we asked him, did you ever have any sexual physical contact with the child in question? Joshua answered no. We asked Joshua, did you ever touch your 2-year-old daughter for your own sexual gratification or pleasure? He answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Joshua told the truth.
Thank you, baby. Love you too, baby. Thank you.
How big of a relief is it for you? Because I gotta imagine, you know, to be accused of such a horrible thing, not only being accused, but they're putting it out to the whole world. He's a molester, he's a molester. It's gotta be very intimidating to go down to a police station, be questioned by detectives, whether you sexually touched a child. How big of a relief is this for you?
Actually, it feels good to get it out there. It's yeah, but it feels good because people bashing your name about something you didn't do. It's like, it's really people out there that's really doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I was somebody that stepped in and I actually was taking care of those kids better than everybody else that was living in that house. I was actually like, every time they see me, they was like, oh, it's time to eat. So I'm cooking for them, everything. So when they see them, I'm making sure they get in the baths when they supposed to, everything. Making sure they ain't dirty, all that. Take care of them just like they was one of my kids. And like, it really hurt me to my heart that this would come out my name. And it hit me hard.
And to be taking care of other people's children, stepping in, helping them, and have it to blow up in your face.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel? I mean, here's the crazy thing. He's the one accused of it, but because you stay with him, believe in your man, you get accused of being a child molester.
Yeah.
I knew that something wasn't right when after my relative accused him, Joshua, of molesting their child, the child still wanted to be around Joshua. So I just couldn't, I didn't understand that. And my daughter has never showed signs of hurt or not wanting to be around him. They just run with open arms.
Right. Well, I certainly hope when you go home that the accusations against you stop, and I hope this helps your relationship, that there's no doubts between the two of you, and I hope you'll continue to be a great father to your daughter and to the one on the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. If you like what you see, all new episodes are coming, and you do not want to miss out. Click subscribe now.